Pokemon investing right now is really cooked. And right now, we are going to be ranking, personally, in my opinion, the best. I forgot to turn this off. The best sets from Scarlet and Violet to, invest, S tier. B tier is open, and F tier is, not even worth it. Like, no good cards, no, overpriced. Right now, the boom, stupid boom. But, let's start with Scarlet and Violet. And Scarlet and Violet is the base set, and if we look at other base sets like Sun and Moon, X and Y, Sword and Shield, usually they don't start off with, good artworks. They're just simple, and once they make it through more sets, they start making more creative. Like, Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield, like halfway through, they started making alternate arts, and then by the end of Sword and Shield, they were making trainer galleries, Galarian galleries, and Crown Zenith. So, Scarlet and Violet base is actually really good, and I think it's really good to put it and invest, just because it's a base set that's better than every other base set released, and we haven't seen something like that. And now we're moving on to Paldea Evolved, which has the Magikarp and a lot of good other illustration rares. And I don't know if I want to put this in invest because it's just a Magikarp. It's just a Magikarp that is high valued. But we can actually take a look over here, TCG player. And, this is my opinion, guys. Like, you can comment down below and, tell me what you think about it. But Paldea Evolved, we're going to put it. Do you put just cards? Yeah, we're going to put cards. And we're just going to ignore, like, the prices right now for the products. Let's just act like the products are back to MSRP. But let's see. Magikarp, market price 211. Iono, 55. Raichu, that's beautiful. Oh, and has the Tyranitar. Overall, and has the starters. Yes, this is going to be another one to put in invest. Obsidian Flames, that's another story, though. That is really another story. Because it is not much of a... It's not much of a, investing side. It is a Charizard set, basically, yeah. There's the SIR for $58, the Gold Charizard for $20, the Ninetales for $15, the Cleffa for $14, the Pidgey. But this is more of a fun, you want to get some easy SIRs pulled. You want to, have some fun, open with some family or, birthday. That's really what Obsidian Flames is much, because it's easy pull rates. And, I pulled the Pidgeot EX SIR on my first ever ETB of Obsidian Flames. And I'm pretty sure you can get, like, on a booster box, you can get, like, 2 or even 3 SIRs in one booster box. So, that's the reason why it's in open. Next up, we have 151, which is going to be another different story just because it is a really beautiful set. And not only does it have all the 151 Pokemons, but it also has some good illustration rares. I really like the Blastoise. The Venusaur is fire. The Zapdos, I used to have the PSA 9. But, other than that, I feel like this is a really investable set just because nostalgic and, everybody's, who's like 30 and above is really nostalgic to this. No, actually not. Yeah, 30 and above because 1999, that's around it. But where was I going? Paradox Rift is next. And let's see about Paradox Rift. I haven't opened any Paradox Rift, which is kind of sad. But, oh, we got the Groudon, Altaria, SIR, Roaring Moon, Garchomp, which, I don't really like the... I don't know, just don't like it. I also do not like the Goldango. We have the Steelix, we have the Iron Valiant, Plusle, Minimum, I guess, Morpeko, Golisopod. Yeah, I feel like this is more of having fun and opening it because it's not... I mean, the Groudon, if you want to invest in something, then, it is good to have at least one booster box of each set that releases. But Paradox, I don't really see it being much of a good investment. Just because the cards aren't really that good. Like, 151 had the 151 and all the nostalgic Pokemon. Paldea Evolved has some good cards, the Magikarp, the Iono, and the Scarlet and Violet. I picked it for invest just because it's a good base set, and, normally base sets are horrible, but Scarlet and Violet changed that. Next up is Paldean Fates, which there's only 3 SIRs, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Paldean Fate. There is only one, two, three. Oh, there's 4 SIRs. But of course, the Mew, the Bubble Mew, the Charizard, the Gardevoir, Iono. That's about to hit 300 only. 160. But, I mean, it is shiny Pokemon. Oh, there's one more. Never mind. I forgot. There is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 SIRs. Okay. But, I mean, shiny Pokemon, I'm not really into that, you know. I feel like it's more of a fun opening, and yeah, it's more like if you want to get hits, you can get double hits. I'm pretty sure in Paldea Fates. Let's just go and put something on not worth, which is Shrouded Fable. I mean, it's not even fun opening. I opened a ETB and a booster bundle, and I didn't get anything on that booster bundle. I got like Night Stretchers. On the ETB, I got 1 illustration rare, but I opened what? That's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 packs, and I got 1 good card. That's diabolical. Like, that's really bad. And another one I want to put and invest is Black Bull and White Flare, just because it is absolutely going to be amazing. Every single Pokemon is going to have an illustration rare or an SIR, so that should already, it should have been there way before every other set. But you know, there's a new rarity, the BWR, the Black and White rare, and honestly, it's the last set of the Scarlet and Violet, so you know, people gotta go crazy. Another one I want to put for invest is Prismatic Evolution, just because it's evolutions and people are going crazy and wild to pull some SIRs that are worth like $200, $400 in the Moonbreon, the second Umbreon, which doesn't even look like a moon. It looks like a sun. That one's like $1,000. So yeah, Prismatic Evolutions. I feel like it's always going to be a good investment. And Twilight Masquerade is more of a just open. You know, there is the Green Ninja in it, but I feel like that's about it. And the Carmine, but not necessarily a good set to invest. But like I said, don't. This is my opinion. Don't listen to me. But all of these, if you at least have 1 booster box of each of these, it's not that bad. But I'm just saying, in my opinion, I feel like going harder and investing in Scarlet and Violet, Paldea Evolved, 151, Black Boy and White Flare when it comes out, Prismatic Evolution, and I feel like Destiny Rival should be up here just because it's the newest Team Rocket set. The last one we've ever came out was like in 2004. I'm pretty sure. So that's gonna be, I feel like, a more nostalgic, more in like 5 to 10 years once you know it becomes older. And Stellar Crown, I want to put on not worth it, just because look, it's a good set to open, but like the only good cards are literally, oops, the only good cards are the Squirtle and the Bulbasaur, which are dropping in price. I'm surprised. The Squirtle used to be worth 70 and the Bulbasaur was 60, and they've dropped like what, yeah, $20 and 20, yeah, about that. Terapagos used to be worth around like $200 when it first released, and now it's worth $43. And I feel like that's about it. The illustration rares aren't that good. I mean, the Rabu is I really like the Rabu and the Zeraora, but everything else is just not that good. None of the SIRs are actually pretty, cool. It's just these 2 illustration rares. So I feel like just if you want to, buy some Stellar Crown, just buy the freaking cards you want instead of opening packs. So I feel like it's not worth it. Just buy the cards that you want. Same for this one. These 2 sets. Just buy the cards you want. It's not really worth it to just open the packs. But Journeys Together is another one of the partners returning, but the cards in it, I mean, the Garchomp, wait, no, that's actually Destiny Rivals. That had me a little confused. Let's see, Journey Together, we have Lily's Clefairy, we have Salamence and Zoroark, Iono's Bellibolt, Hobsation, Volcanion EX. Okay, so I feel like this is more of a, I'm pretty sure these pull rates are actually pretty easy and it's fun, so I would put it at, open. Surging Sparks, just because of the Pikachu, I'm gonna have to put it in invest, because it's literally wild. Of like, it's literally wild how it just, I misspelled it, but it's okay. Like that Pikachu, Latias, and Milotic are like one of the three best SIRs. You know, I mean the Pikachu is kind of debatable, but Latias and Milotic is they're nice. And I really like the Alolan Executor. It's really like colorful, which I like, and the sun. You know, it could be the sunrise or the sunset, and also the Latios going with the Latias. But I wish this was an SIR. That would have been a lot better looking next to each other. But overall, this is looking more of have fun to open because I mean it just has Pikachu, but there is a Latias and Melodic, and I feel like if it had a lot more cards over like $50, it would be a really good investment. But I might have to bring it down to open for fun. And Temporal Forces. Let's see what cards it has. Temporal Forces. It has Raging Bolt, Iron Crown, Walking Wake, Mortis Conviction, Ghastly. It's not loading. Oh, there it is. Ooh, Ghastly. This is more of a like new generation, so this might be a good investment just because this is basically 151 for the kids that are literally like growing up opening this right now. And if they are watching the anime, they're going to be in love with all the legendaries and all the Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet. And you never know. This is basically their 151. This is basically their X and Y for me because I really love X and Y. I will do anything to buy a freaking booster box. But I would really, really invest in Temporal Forces just because it has a lot of the legendaries, SIRs, illustration rares, a lot of good illustration rares like Ghastly and Litten, Metagross, Arbok, Licky Tongue, Drempaw. So it's really, I feel like it's a really, 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 really good investment. And yeah, that is my investment ranking. Invest in Scarlet and Violet, Paldea Evolved. 151 is really good. Black Bolt and White Flare is extremely good. Prismatic Evolution is really good. Destined Rivals and Temporal Forces, just for nostalgic reasons, is Destined Rivals 151 and Black and Bolt. And then to open and have fun, just to get pools, Obsidian Flames, Paradox Rift, Paldean Fate, Journeys Together, Twilight Masquerade, and Starting Sparks. And not worth it is Shrouded Fable and Stellar Crown because, both of them I think are one of the smallest sets in the Scarlet and Violet. And I mean, if it had a lot more like illustration rares and Stellar Crown, I feel like it would be a lot more worth it to open. But just because even the SIRs weren't that interesting. Anyways, comment down below what you think about this tier list, and like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.